This is my 2008 Harley Davidson Electric Glide. This bike broke down on Friday night. Came back Saturday morning. I put a starter in as fast as I could because I wanted to get home, and it leaked oil on the garage floor when I got back. So we're going to take it back apart. I'm going to take you with me. I can learn what I did wrong. You can learn how to take a starter out of a 08 touring Harley Davidson, and we'll both learn something, hopefully. Here's what I'm talking about, guys. Oil dripping from the primary. It's all over the bottom of that bike. So it's coming from the other side. It's got to be related to the starter. No leak. New starter. Now it leaks. So let's start taking it apart. What we're going to have to do is take this pipe off. This is the starter right here. This pipe comes off. There's two bolts behind this pipe. And then we're going to take the exhaust off the other side. We'll pull that starter out of there. I will show you how I do it. Your pipe, if you have a factory motorcycle, is going to be different. I put this pipe on here. It's aftermarket. It's a Cobra True Dual. It's awesome. But you're going to have to fight the crossover that comes down from this side here. And that's going to be a whole lot of fun for you because it sucked taking that off. So I'll show you how this works. We got to take the two nuts off in here for the flange to get this pipe off, and everything will be behind there. First thing we have to do is disconnect the battery. There's a 40 amp maxi fuse. One of those big fat fuses. If you do not disconnect the battery, you will blow that fuse. And you'll be driving AutoZone to replace it. You will probably not have all this wiring. This bike had a tour pack. It's an ultra classic. I think that means extra lights and stuff. You're going to have a torch bolt right here. It holds this cover that covers the battery. Unscrew your 10mm screw. Make sure that battery stays disconnected. Undo the two 1/2-inch bolts on the top of your muffler. Loosen the 9/16 bolt for the clamp for the muffler. There's your 9/16 bolt for your muffler clamp. Alright, so the hold down for this aftermarket pipe is right here. There's a nut. It's 1/2 inch. It's on the other side of this. It's easier to get it from the back side if you have a ratchet with a flexible head. This is far easier than trying to go from the other side because you got a lot of stuff in the way. So there's your nut for this. Got 1/2 inch nuts holding this pipe on, this flange. One's easy to get to, one's a little bit underneath there. There's one. And the easy one. Alright, so we're going to take the oxygen sensor and disconnect that. Set that aside. Then we should be able to pull the pipe up from the other side. Alright, so we're hooked on this bracket inside here. The pipe's stuck on that. We won't get past it. So what we're going to do is sneak all the way in with this guy. Got the long ball end. We go under the starter lead, which is fine because we disconnected the battery. And we're going to disconnect that bracket. We're basically loosening the starter now, but the bracket's attached to the starter bolts. Alright guys, so the bolt, I don't know if you can see it, is behind here. This This was the bracket we had stuck in there. So let's undo this starter lead. It's the positive. And then we'll yank the starter out of there and see what we got. So moment of truth. Take that one last lead off there. Squeeze. Straight away. No freaking O-ring. Yep, there we are. How much would the O-ring have cost for them to put that on there? Apparently too much. So pretty silly mistake on my part, but I guess in my defense, you know, I was going quick. So it does kind of upset me when companies I really love, like Harley Davidson, do chintzy stuff to save, you know, a quarter. Would have been nice if the guy at the dealership when I bought it would have been like, hey, there's no O-ring on this. Do you want a new O-ring for 18 bucks? Because I would have bought it. So there you are. So there you have it, guys. There you have it. So there you have it. It's so hot in here.